Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the easiest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to be making yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. That's right, and in total, I will be covering 7 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so for the first one, we are going to be doing the open wheel races, which are currently paying out triple money and triple RP. To start these, it's very simple. First, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and then races. Then you want to look for all of the open wheel races right here. As you can see, there is lots of different tracks to choose from. Whenever I load into these F1 races, I almost always use the BR8 as my vehicle, and for the tires, I use medium tires. It's completely up to you which F1 vehicle you decide to use, but in my opinion, if you have any one of the custom versions of these F1 vehicles, I definitely would recommend just choosing that option every single time. Since using a custom F1 vehicle during these races almost guarantees you a high position every single time, which I am currently using my custom F1 vehicle right now, which I said is the BR8. But yeah, from here it is literally so simple. You just want to try your best to not crash and mess up. That way you come in a high position, because if you come in a high position, you'll get paid the most amounts of money and RP out of everyone in these races. Which, take a look here, cutting straight to it, here's how much money I got paid for coming in first place. I was in this race for just under 13 minutes and got paid a total of $73,000, which is not too bad for a race with under 5 people in it, and also 9,300 RP, which is also very good. But like I said, in order to get this amount of money and RP, you definitely have to come in that first, second, or third place position. If you aren't, I wouldn't recommend doing this money method. Getting into the second money method, I'm now going to be showing you how to make $253,000 in only 3 minutes. If you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location in the Pacific Bluffs area where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own to then drive it on top of the time trial and click right D-pad. From there, stay still, open up the pause menu, but come up here to where the checkpoint is at and simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list to then exit out of the time trial just like so. And from here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the time trial. And luckily, this week's HSW time trial is so simple. You just want to go all the way down this part of the hill just like normal. But once at this point here, you don't want to take a right where it tells you to. You actually want to take a left and start going down this entire road. And you'll see after it gives you a whole new waypoint to start following. And once you follow it the entire way through, dodging traffic, of course, the whole way over there, here's how much money you'll get paid once you beat the HSW time trial in time. As I said, $253,000 for beating this week's HSW time trial in just over 3 minutes, which is very easy. Just make sure you do it by this week. Okay, so now getting into the third money method, we are going to be playing the Madrazo hit missions, which this current week in GTA 5 Online are paying out double money plus double RP. To start these missions, it's a daily thing in GTA Online, which all you have to do is open up the pause menu and look for this exact icon on the map. It is called a Madrazo Hits. Once you find that location, and keep in mind it does switch every single session you load into, you then want to go over to that exact location, and once over there you'll see a purple circle, which you then want to click right on the D-pad to contact Martin Madrazo. Shortly after that, you'll see an area to go search for the target at, which you'll also see at the top left a weapon of choice that you have to take out that target with, which in my case is a pistol. Just make sure whatever your weapon of target was that you take out the target that exact same way, because it will give you a bonus at the very end. As you could see, I just took out my target with the pistol, and after you do that, you then want to snap a picture of the person's body. Once you sent that picture to Martin Madrazo and then left the area, here's how much money you'll get paid for completing the entire hit, a total of $60,000. As I said, this is a thing you could do once per day in GTA 5 Online, which is very easy. Okay, so now getting into the fourth money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in under 1 minute. That's right, if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location at the very top of Mount Chiliad, where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, I highly recommend using the Batty 801 motorcycle for this specific time trial, since it is probably the best option out of every single bike in the game. It's also only $15,000, so everybody should be able to afford it. But anyway, once you have your bike, you want to come over here on the very edge of the time trial, and whenever you are ready, simply click right on the D-pad to start the time trial. Once you start it, honestly, there is not too much explaining for me to do here because this week's time trial is definitely the hardest in the entire game out of all of the different time trials. So pretty much just follow what I'm doing on my screen the entire way down that mountain, trying your best not to fall off the bike, because if you do fall off the bike, you pretty much will be taken out. But if you did manage to make it all the way down the time trial route like I did here, here's how much money you'll get paid once you beat the time trial in time, a total of $101,000, and you'll see there's pretty much no way of escaping you dying at the very end. Okay, but now getting into the fifth money method, we're going to be playing the payphone hit missions, which this current week in GTA 5 Online are paying out triple money and also triple RP. So to start these, it's very simple. First, open up the phone, go over to your contacts, and then call Franklin. Once you call Franklin, you'll see a whole bunch of different options at the top left, which the option we care about is the one that says request payphone hit. Go ahead and select that option, which once you request a payphone hit, shortly after you'll see a payphone icon appear on the map somewhere next to you. Once you see that payphone, you want to go over to it on the map and click right D-pad to answer, then skip the call. Once you skip the call, you'll then be given a target to go assassinate. Also, for every one of these assassinate target missions that we need to complete, there will be an assassination bonus, which for my current assassination bonus, it is to collect golfing equipment and run over the target with a golf buggy. Take a look here, that is exactly what I did, because once you did it correctly, it should say assassination bonus complete. Once you see that, you then need to leave the area, and after you left the area, here's how much money you'll get paid for completing the entire hit mission, a total of $135,000 in only 2 minutes, which is very good money. Just keep in mind, these payphone hit missions can only be done once every 10 minutes. Alright, but now getting into the sixth money method, we're going to be playing the brand new community mission series missions, which these are missions created by actual players in the game. To start this, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play jobs, community jobs, mission creator content, and you'll see the mission right here. It is called old school hits. Currently, we only have one. This mission was very fun though. I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but whoever created it did a great job at making this mission. Whenever you complete the mission though, you'll get paid around just under $80,000 and also around 11,000 RP, which is actually not too shabby considering this mission wasn't really too long. But the main reason I was asking you to complete this mission is because it's also involved with the seventh money method of today's video, which is the weekly challenge. Take a look. This week's weekly challenge is to simply complete one mission in the new community mission series missions, which we only have one, and after you complete that, you'll finish the weekly challenge, and once you complete the weekly challenge, you'll get a bonus $100,000 after. Anyway though, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You officially know all of the easiest money methods you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to be making yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. And like I said towards the beginning of the video, if you went on to enjoy, and also if you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And if you aren't, make sure you definitely hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss out on a future GTA 5 Online video just like this one from me. But with all of that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.